let me conclude by sharing to you what I think is one of the most consequential and unsurprisingly overlooked benefits of the end of affirmative action. And it is this: every student admitted to MIT, Harvard, Johns Hopkins, Amherst, and many other competitive colleges and universities will know that they were not accepted merely to provide targeted color optics to campuses. This important outcome, this unarticulated outcome, was best said by Justice Clarence Thomas in a fervent dissent in Grutter versus Bollinger, the 2003 University of Michigan lawsuit that allowed racial diversity in admissions in order to achieve racial diversity. He wrote the following: that when racial minorities, quote, take positions in the highest places of government, industry, or academia, it is an open question today whether their skin color played a part in their advancement. Well, the question itself is the stigma, because asking the question unfairly marks minorities who would succeed without racial preferences. So, it took 10 years for SFFA, our lawyers, our members, our supporters, to begin the restoration of the colorblind legal covenant that binds us together as a nation. As it is said, the impossible takes longer.
We love Donald Trump's Manhattan swagger, but J.D. Vance's Appalachian twang is the clearest sign to us that God is not yet done blessing America. It's that topic, reclaiming this land, that I've come to say a few words about. In fact, I have so many words to say that I recently wrote a book, Dawn's Early Light. I'll give you a preview, but I'll also talk about the dawn itself last Tuesday night. I believe the 2024 presidential election will prove to be the most consequential in at least a generation, maybe even in a century. I say that for two reasons. First, because of the breadth of President Trump's victory, and second, because of the clarity of his agenda. In 2016, as you know, Trump was a new phenomenon in our politics. To many Americans, he was a protest candidate. He fell short in the popular vote. Other than border security and the Supreme Court, his agenda was still a work in progress. People didn't really know what to expect of a Trump presidency. That was not the case this time. The American people knew what a vote for Trump meant, and they cast it decisively. This time, Trump won the popular vote, the first Republican to do so in 20 years, and only the second since the end of the Cold War.